The most breathtaking moments of the wild, where big cats enter battles for dominance. Intense, dramatic, unpredictable. Only the cleverest and strongest survive. A leopard stalks a serval, a tiger hunts a wary deer, a lynx faces a coyote, and a lioness challenges her rival. Don't miss these legendary showdowns between the ultimate big cat's predators. Get ready. These epic animal face-offs will leave you in awe. The African savanna stretches endlessly. Golden under the early morning sunday, a female leopard moves silently along the brush. Something in the thicket has caught her attention. A small shadow darts out. A serval. Compared to the leopard, it is tiny. Its strength is no match. Its speed and chances cannot compare. But nature does not operate on fairness. The serval struggles desperately, its small body twisting in a futile attempt to escape. But the leopard's powerful jaws clamp down. The fight ends as quickly as it began. The leopard does more than eliminate a small competitor. It asserts its dominance over its territory. In the overlapping lands, two male leopards come face to face. There is no room for compromise. Territory is everything. Food sources, mating opportunities, and the right to survive. Each leopard marks its domain with scent, spreading it across bushes and rocky outcrops. But now, those invisible boundaries are blurred. A roar breaks out, hoarse and threatening. A swipe of a paw, a sudden charge. No longer stealthy predators, they transform into fierce warriors. Every bite, every scratch declares, "This land is mine." In the end, only one stands its ground, while the other is forced to retreat. Summer presses heavily on the forest. Water sources are dwindling. A herd of deer crowds the riverbank, drinking cautiously while keeping their heads up, alert. In the tall grass, a golden striped shadow moves closer. It lowers its body, each step deliberate and silent. No sound, not a single twig breaks. Only the rhythm of its heartbeat blends with the heat of summer. The tiger waits, listening to the herd's rhythm, measuring distance with every breath. The grass quivers slightly, the deer's ears twitch sharply. When the moment comes, the tiger lunges like an arrow, a powerful strike sending white water splashing, successfully securing a meal that will sustain it through the night. On the silent trail, a deer carcass lies motionless. For a hungry female tiger, it is a gift from the heavens. She moves closer, eyes blazing with desire. But the forest has never been so easy. Not far away, a massive male waits in ambush. With superior strength, he is the true master of this feast. A deep roar echoes through the canopy, shaking the surroundings. The female tiger hesitates, a fleeting moment of doubt, a gaze full of defiance. Then the two tigers clash. She knows the terrifying power of her opponent and struggles to defend herself. Instinct takes over. The female retreats into the shadows, leaving the prize to the stronger. The cheetah, the fastest runner on the planet. In an instant, it can accelerate from 0 to over 56 miles per hour, faster than a sprinting race car. Each stride spans 26 feet, and combined with its flexible body, it becomes a living arrow streaking across the savanna. This is the ultimate weapon that makes it the assassin of speed. In the northern forest, snow lies thick on the ground. A lynx has just taken down a deer after a patient, calculated ambush. But another shadow creeps in. A coyote silently approaches, eyes fixed on the prize, instincts urging it to try its luck. The lynx lifts its head, ears pricked high. In an instant, it lunges, back arched, claws extended. The coyote startles and retreats, but the lynx is relentless. A decisive swipe sends the opportunist fleeing. Night descends, and the ancient forest is cloaked in a cold, ghostly mist. The coyote refuses to give up, slipping silently through the shadows, hunting for another chance. But the lynx senses its presence. Eyes blazing in the darkness, it moves with lethal precision, closing in on the intruder. The coyote whips its tail and bolts. Slowly, the gap widens. The lynx halts, standing solitary amidst the quiet, shadowed forest. In the dense rainforests of South America, where rivers and streams weave through the land, capybaras, the largest rodents in the world, approach the water's edge to drink and rest. They live in groups, relying on numbers to stay vigilant, but a silent predator is lurking. The jaguar, the apex predator of the Amazon rainforest. Its jaws deliver the strongest bite of any big cat, capable of crushing even a turtle shell. To it, the capybara is merely a simple challenge. A flick of its body, a lightning-fast strike. The capybara thrashes and swims frantically, but in the blink of an eye, steel-like jaws clamp down on its neck. The jaguar, weighing nearly 200 pounds and stretching almost 6 feet long, is the only big cat in North America perfectly adapted to aquatic environments. In a fleeting instant, the jaguar plunges into the water, striking with precision and speed. Everything happens almost instantly, and the outcome is immediate. The caiman is caught. The anaconda, one of the largest and most agile snakes in North America. Yet the jaguar knows how to leverage its advantage and keen judgment to claim total victory.
Oh, look at that. Oh, look at this thing.
You hear that shutter just...
Behind the wall, a lioness hid, her eyes on the wildebeest herd ahead. The perfect moment had come. She charged out with absolute speed and precision, aiming for the nearest prey. But the wildebeest was not to be subdued easily. She spun around violently, her huge horns sweeping the air, creating sudden jerks, trying to escape the predator's claws. The lioness had to use all her muscles, maintain her balance, bend her body, and adjust the pull to maintain control. The struggle was evident in every breath. Victory only came when the other members rushed in to help. When everything calmed down, the lions stood around their prey, breathing evenly, their bodies slowly relaxing after the intense hunt.
Adesso però quell'altro ha fatto tutto lei, scusate. Perché non scappa?
Voglio dire, noi donne facciamo.
Mi sembro io e gli...
Evening light drapes the tall grasses in golden hues. 3 male lions move silently across the wind-swept plains, muscles coiled, eyes tracking every subtle movement. They spot a lioness walking with a young male. Their sharp eyes follow every step of the young male and the lioness, calculating each move, each moment to assert control over the situation. The young male is overwhelmed by the power and speed of the male pride, while the lioness watches with agility, ready to react to any change. Every action is swift, precise, and forceful, leaving an overwhelming sense of drama. When the tension finally eases, the coalition of male lions stands tall, manes flowing in the wind, eyes gleaming with pride as they regard the defeated. On the sun-scorched savanna, a male lion charges from behind, muscles coiled, approaching the buffalo with perfect precision. The buffalo struggles, trying to resist the overwhelming force. The male lion remains unshaken, body flexible, coordinating jaw and claw power to maintain control. At the decisive moment, lionesses rush in from both sides, their movements synchronized. One lioness presses from the front, taking dominance over the buffalo's face, while the others focus on its rear and flanks. Every step, every maneuver is carefully calculated, leveraging the strength and speed of each pride member. The massive buffalo gradually succumbs, falling before the coordinated onslaught of the lions.
Oops.
On the sheer cliffs of the Himalayas, a female snow leopard appears. She has just returned to her den, which offers a panoramic view of the entire mountainside. A herd of markhor moves below, unaware that her sharp eyes are tracking every step. Her large paws grip the rocks firmly, while her long tail maintains perfect balance, making every leap across the cliffs as precise as if practiced thousands of times. She moves to a position above her prey, completely concealed behind jagged rocks and mountain shadows, then suddenly lunges from her hiding spot. As the prey reacts, she adjusts the force of her leap, bends her body, and maintains balance, driving the markhor into her controlled range. The skill and calculation in each jump leave the prey nearly impossible to escape. The natural world never sleeps. Every moment is a battle for survival. Who will triumph and who will fall? Only nature holds the answer. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next epic encounters.